Welcome to China Truths. In this episode, we will bring you the following story. Why do 7 standing members of the CCP Politburo not publicly disclose their assets? Now, let's dive into the details. China Truths. Why do 7 standing members of the CCP Politburo not publicly disclose their assets? On December 15, the CCP's Chosher Net published an article by Xi Jinping titled Deepening the Party's Self-Revolution. The article, comprising over 2,000 words, mentions self-revolution more than 30 times. The article claims that in the past, Mao Zedong proposed the good method of letting the people supervise the government. Today, the CCP offers the good method of self-revolution. These two good methods, when combined, allegedly allow the CCP to escape the historical cycle of its rise is sudden, and its fall is abrupt. What does she mean by self-revolution? In short, it means combating corruption. The CCP asserts that fighting corruption is the most thorough self-revolution. The CCP's 19th National Congress stated that it aims to establish a mechanism that ensures officials dare not, cannot, and do not want to be corrupt. At the 20th National Congress, the CCP claimed it adopts a zero-tolerance attitude toward corruption and promotes these principles in an integrated manner. However, how is this integration implemented? Broadly speaking, the CCP holds countless meetings, issues numerous stern warnings, publishes a plethora of documents, enacts laws and regulations, conducts many anti-corruption education campaigns, and imposes severe punishments on high-ranking officials, including death sentences and long prison terms. Yet, the result is paradoxical. The more the CCP fights corruption, the more corruption flourishes. Here are 3 examples. An increasing number of tigers are caught. According to the Central Commission for Discipline Inspection, CCDI, in 2013, 31 officials at or above the vice-ministerial level were investigated. From January 1 to December 16, 2024, this number had increased to 56. Increasing amounts of money involved in corruption cases. In 2014, Zhou Yongkang, a former Politburo Standing Committee member and head of the Central Political and Legal Affairs Commission, was found to have taken bribes totaling 129 million yuan or about $17.67 million. In contrast, Li Jianping, a former official from Inner Mongolia, was executed on December 7, 2024, for amassing illicit wealth worth 3 billion yuan or $411 million. Shocking levels of corruption. Take Su Kaiho, a former Politburo member and vice chairman of the Central Military Commission. According to a 2014 report in Phoenix Weekly, investigators found over a ton of cash in various currencies in his 2,000 square meter luxury home in Beijing. Other findings included over 100 kilograms of high-quality jade and numerous antiques from different dynasties. 10 military trucks were needed to transport the confiscated items. These examples illustrate the shocking scale of corruption among CCP officials. Globally, one effective method to combat corruption is implementing sunshine laws, which require officials to declare and disclose their assets. This allows taxpayers to scrutinize and supervise officials' wealth. The earliest example of asset disclosure laws dates back to Sweden in the 18th century. The UK was the first country to legislate such practices with its 1883 Corrupt Practices Act, requiring parliamentary candidates to disclose their assets. As of 2016, 153 countries and regions globally had established asset declaration and disclosure systems for public officials. Why does the CCP avoid asset disclosure? The CCP has long been aware of the concept of asset declaration, yet establishing such a system in China has proven nearly impossible. Since 1988, various legislative proposals for asset declaration have been put forward during the CCP's 2 sessions. However, no laws have been enacted to this day. In 2019, Peking University professor Zheng Yefu suggested that the 7 members of the CCP Politburo Standing Committee lead by example and publicly disclose their assets. Yet, 5 years later, there has been no positive response from the CCP. There are 3 primary reasons. Lack of confidence. While the CCP promotes its confidence in its path, theory, system, and culture, the failure of its top leaders to disclose their assets reveals a lack of genuine confidence. Distrust of the people. Asset disclosure enables public oversight, as demonstrated in countries like Sweden, where stringent public scrutiny has kept officials accountable. However, the CCP leadership appears unwilling to subject themselves to such scrutiny. Self-serving interests. The CCP often claims to act for the public good, but its refusal to disclose assets reveals its fundamentally self-serving nature. Unlike democratic systems where political party expenses are funded by private donations, the CCP relies on state funds, further burdening taxpayers. Xi Jinping has emphasized the importance of self-revolution and claims the CCP represents the fundamental interests of the people. If the CCP were sincere, its top leaders could lead by example, establishing a robust asset disclosure system. However, the lack of action over the past 12 years reveals that the CCP's reluctance stems from a lack of confidence, distrust of the people, and its inherently self-serving nature.